Welcome everybody. Today is September 12th, 2018. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to be going over specific pairs. First, what we'll do is we'll go over the DXY to see what's going on with the dollar. The reason why I do that is because a lot of the pairs that I follow specifically literally are centered around the US dollar. So after the DXY, we'll go over gold, we'll go over EURUSD, AUDUSD, GBPJPY, USDJPY, which is the one that I'm really focused on right now, and then USDCAD is where we'll wrap it up. Being the fact that Bitcoin is just kind of like idle, it's not really doing too much. So if you're on here for the very first time, welcome. This page is specifically for people that are new and old to the Forex world and really looking to be able to bring their level to a whole new level, their skill to a whole new level, and really want to, keep up to date when it comes to the Forex markets and, really make a lot of profits. So that's what this page is about, and I greatly appreciate you guys joining us. And I just want to, if anything, welcome you by letting you know all the avenues that you can be able to actually get by, being with us. So first of all, we have a YouTube. So on our YouTube, and mind you, you're on the YouTube, obviously, but on our YouTube, when you subscribe, you're going to be able to have the opportunity to be able to have a one-on-one with me. The way that you can be able to have that one-on-one is by going through this section right here where it says begin here, session number 1 through 3, win a one-on-one coaching with Phil by watching, liking, and commenting each video. So the reason why I do that is because, people like to be incentivized. So I figured, might as well be incentivized by doing something that, you're probably already going to do, which is watch and learn how to trade Forex. So the first section is going to be going over the intro, which is like what Forex is, and also how to create an account and what softwares to use. Session number 1 is going over how to buy, sell, risk management, lot size, and stuff like that. Session number 2 is going to give you a simple you can call scalping strategy to get 10 pips about 90% of the time. And then this portion and this portion coupled together is session number 3, where in this one I'll show you how to be able to make your charts clean. And then from there, session number 3 is going to be breaking down specific pairs, where I literally show you after the fact or before literally how I got 100 pips on a specific trade, how I got literally 8,000 pips on Bitcoin not too long ago, and it literally is so this one I only made a video for the 5,000 pips. So how I got 5,000 pips on Bitcoin, how I got 150 pips, I got 100 pips, 40 pips, and so on and so on. So I definitely encourage you to go ahead and watch these videos, because I know for sure it's been helping a lot of other people, and I know for sure it'll help you as well. We also have a schedule every single week that we follow, and each video will actually explain to you what our schedule is like as far as our live schedule. Tuesdays we will do session number 1 and 2 live in person. Wednesdays we'll do session number 3, which is a chart breakdown, where I'm actually breaking down what I did on Sunday. And then Thursday I go over session number 1 and session number 2 again, and it's all Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's how you're going to be able to, what's going on, brother? That's how you're going to be able to actually gain access to all of our stuff, right? Now, let's just say that you want to have, this content, but very clean and precise. The best way to be able to do this is actually by going on to the FX Pro Now actual website. When you actually create an account, it'll literally, any video that you watch, it'll say like completed, and you'll go on to the next one. It'll save everything for you. So it's the same content, but just cleaner on this actual website. And later on, I'm actually going to be using this for more things, but for now, we're focusing on the YouTube. And then from there, what I would definitely encourage you as well is hop onto our Telegram and on our Facebook. Our Facebook, it has about 2,000 people on here. And I would, if at any point in time that you know somebody that really wants to learn Forex or anything like that, you could just add them in here. Just make sure that the people that are in here are, for good. Okay, so add them in here, and then they can be able to actually gain access to when we're going to be doing stuff. You'll get alerts, and then also on our Telegram, you'll be able to actually get alerts. So I'd encourage you to get into both Telegrams as opposed to just one of them. One of them, I'm sending you the information, and the other one, you can be able to actually respond anytime I'm doing something. Okay, so let's get started. So DXY. With the DXY, what we see here, it's actually following exactly what we said from Sunday, that the market will most likely continue its way down to 38.2. It kind of consolidated a little bit, but this candle right here is a good indication that it will continue, being the fact that continue to this downside, being the fact that this candle closed past this, and then a second candle closed past this as well. So I would say I would think that the U.S. dollar will continue its way down at least to the 38.2 level, and probably even lower than that. And if it does go lower than that, then specifically my UJ trade is beautiful. All right. So let's go over to gold. Gold right now, it's literally been hovering on top of this trend line right here, and this trend line is based upon most likely the monthly time frame, as you can see here, from point A, point B, and into the future. It'd be pretty cool if gold continues to actually break through this level, because if it does, that would be pretty interesting. Right now, it's still considered as an uptrend, and if it bounces off of here, great. What that will tell me is the fact that so if this is going up, US dollar is going down. So I wouldn't be surprised that gold will actually go up in value, probably bounce off of this, being the fact that the US dollar is starting to head down right now. But if anything, as opposed to estimating and guesstimating, it's best to just look at price action. That's what I've learned is just best. So just to go into a little bit more specifics, I'm just going to see where gold has bounced off. So point A right here, let's go down to the bottom. Point A right here and point B right here. And I'm going to just see where point C is. And we see price got to 61.8 to 78.6, in between that area right there. And I'm just going to see the next level from point A to point B right here. Right now it's at 78.6 as well. So we'll have to just see, like where price may go. We do see the fact that price found some level of resistance and a specific level of resistance. So right now it's in ascending triangle, I guess you would call it, an ascending triangle, which is a good indication that this level right here is very, very strong. So if price actually decides to break through this, well, first it would have to break through the trend line, which is not really that serious. What is serious is if price actually breaks this level right here. That is a big deal, and we'll have to see over time if it'll actually break that area. But let's go down to the lower time frames. What we see here is the fact that price found a new high based upon, let's see on the H4 how this looks. Yeah, price, well, not really. I wouldn't be surprised price will continue its way back down into this trend line area, or at least close to it. But it's really consolidating pretty hard. I wouldn't be surprised price may line. Price may, and as we can see, this trend line opportunity that we can be able to draw into the future. Oh man, I don't know why my trend lines do that from time to time. Let's do orange. Where's the orange one? I don't know. Where am I? I need to go through this one more time. So I don't know why the trend lines do this. It like goes all the way into this future, and it's like I didn't do that. Let's do 3 and then this. So I wouldn't be surprised that price may bounce off of this trend line area. Let's put this top here and bring this down here. So I'm just guesstimating. So price may go to this 50% area, probably 38.2, and then continue its way up, or may just head back down to this. But I'm not really going to focus too much on gold right now. But it is a continuation of the downtrend. Let's go to EURUSD. And right now it's just kind of like in a consolidation area. It's no real trend. It is on a downtrend, and we do see that prices is holding this level right here. I think I probably put this here. Price is holding this level right here. I'll just put it back up the way. Price is holding this level right here. Now there is, based upon, let's look at the hour time frame, there is sort of an uptrend when it comes to the hour time frame, but the H4 is what is more important than anything. So if we were to look at the H4 right now, we'll see the fact that price still, and mind you, like I said this weeks ago, that not weeks ago, but last week, that listen, if price does not pass, price is going to have a hard time getting through this. Oh no, it was actually back here. So this is back in last month. Price is probably going to have a hard time going through here, and it did, right? So it pushed up. And how did we come up with that? Well, all the way back here, we saw that. And this is most likely on the lower time frame. So anyways, all the way back here, we saw the supply and demand zone that we could have been able to draw all the way back here and all the way back here. And we saw that price was literally respecting this area over and over. So I figured that, I'll probably do it again. So price pushed up, and it pushed up pretty strongly all the way up to this area right here, right? And it respected that level of resistance, which is great. So price pushed down and then pushed up, and let's see what level that got to. Boom. You say about 61.8. Yeah, price got to point A, point B down here, and then 61.8, and the continuation of that downtrend. Now, since this is the last lower high, we would just consider price getting to at this level would be just a retest of that last high. Now, if price decides to pass that, then this is a whole new ball game. But if price decides to stop at that 100%, that's actually the perfect time to actually get into your my bad. That's actually the perfect time to go ahead and get into that sell, because the thing is, the drawdown or the risk on that is just so minimal that it's like you might as well just get in, even if it breaks structure, because you never know. Right now it's at 88.6. You can call this like the last straw. If price continues to go up to 100%, you could probably put your stop loss 10 pips, something very, very minor. If anything, you could probably do a sell limit right at this price right here, and then from there you could probably set your take profit again at the supply and demand zone, because it seems like this is a very, very strong level right here that price is having a hard time to go through. So that'd be take profit number 1 at this area right here, this 23.6 area. So I would definitely just write these numbers down that I'm kind of letting you know about, right? And then take profit number 2 and 3 would be based upon these areas right here. So we see, and mind you, I'm actually gonna write this down. I'm just gonna put this in. So we have sell limit. So EURUSD sell limit at the 100% level. So 1.16. I'll just put 5, right? And stop loss would probably just be, I don't know, I'll probably 10 to 20 pips. Because if it continues, cool, whatever, you lose a 10 to 20. But if it doesn't, the risk to reward ratio is just so stupid that it's like, you might as well. First take profit would be 95 pips, So TP1 would be at the top of that supply and demand zone that, as you can see, price is literally having an issue to go through over and over and over. So TP number 1 at 1.155. I'd probably just put 6, right? TP2, I would put at negative 27%, right? 1.15, I guess you'd say. And then TP number 3, I'd put at the negative 61.8. So TP3 at 1.145. Now, like this may not follow, but it may, you never know. So the smallest TP is 95 pips and the largest TP about 200 pips, which is cool. All right. So the risk to reward ratio is just, it's just crazy. And what I would definitely suggest, use 2% risk management. What's 2% risk management? For every $1,000 you have in your account, do a 0.2. For every 500, 0.1. For every 100, 0.02, and for every 50, 0.01. You can be able to actually watch my session number 1 stuff, and I break down that stuff. And my ultimate take profit, and it's been like this for a long time, is still the 1.12 as far as long term. What my take profit is long term, and that's actually my monthly key level. And it's been like that for a while. It's just like this has just been hovering over here for a while, and I just didn't want to really mess with this. So this is actually my real take profit over here, but I guess we'll see over time. So AUDUSD, finally for this one, price picked up. This is what I've been waiting for a while now. Price pushed up, just like how it pushed up here. Price pushed up here. So if anything, let me draw a supply and demand zone. Right. So always from the previous candle's wick to the breakout candle's body and into the future. Boom. So previous candle's wick to the breakout. You see how this breaks out to the bottom? To the breakout candle's body into the future, right? And we'll do from the top here down to the lowest wick. And right now it's at 78.6. And as you can see, this confluence with the bottom of that supply and demand zone and 88.6. So if anything, you could probably do you could probably do a sell limit over here as well at the 88.6 level. Right? Why would I do it there? Because that's the bottom of the supply and demand zone. That's confluence. Two things popping up at the same exact location, right? And if anything, I can probably go into the past and I'll show you. And mind you, I don't know this, but I'm just looking. I wouldn't be surprised that this stopped at 88.6 as well. So point A, and I hate this, like how TradingView is now, where it's like kind of like sticky. So no, it doesn't go to 88.6, but it gets to around the 78.6 level, and it kind of wicks up to that 88.6 and then starts to push down. So you look at the past to see how price was, to see what what future may entail, may have for you. So mind you, AU doesn't really move that much. So as far as pips, it's from up here to down here, it's still 90 pips, which is not that bad. So this would be something that you would just look for. Now you could probably do it for a sell limit up here, or you could be able to do it for a sell stop down here to have the continuation of that down move. Because the thing is, you wouldn't want to do a sell limit and then it continues to go up and then it actually breaks structure and then you don't know what to do, right? So if anything, I'll just look at this more than anything, because I wouldn't want to like miss this. So and mind you, I wouldn't suggest to do EUR, AUD, JPY, do all of them. Pick one. Pick one that you really feel comfortable with, and just stick with that one as opposed to doing so many. So let's just sell limit at 0. Let me just do 719, and my take profit. I wouldn't really care about going just to that 100% level. I wouldn't be surprised it'll continue to the negative 27%. So let's just see what that is. I want this for the daily. So visibility days. Let's go to the days and see where this heads to. So this goes to so TP would be 0.705 would be my TP1, and then TP2 would just be the same exact thing, will be negative 61.8. So TP2 0.700 flat. H4. So you could do a sell limit over there, or so that's you could do a sell limit, or you could be able to do a sell stop at the 61.8, or preferably the 50% level, where it will continue its way down, as opposed to keep on going up, continues its way down. You would only be missing, let's say if you were to do it from here to here, you'd only be missing, oh, that's actually pretty significant, about 50 pips if it continues to push its way up. But it's the safest way to actually have it continue on its way down, if that makes sense. Okay, so AD news at 9:30 p.m. red folder. Okay, cool. Oh, even better. So in about 3 minutes, there'll be news, and that news will probably predict, you know, like where this may go. First time in session 3, finally able to get it. Good stuff. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, and my stop loss, I probably just put a stop loss about 10 pips above the 100%. So SL at 0.72, let's say 21. All right, let's go to GJ. Now GJ, it is just consolidating, right? And it's kind of beautiful because the thing is, like, right now is a great time. Now this freaking wick, annoying, but right now it's at that supply and demand zone. The supply and demand zone is also previous candles wick, breakout candles body, and into the future. And right now it's literally at that area, right? Literally at that area. So I see a lot of like great trades that are available literally right now. So as far as GJ, you could do many different things. So GJ, you can literally, if anything, let's see how this is moving on the lower. So here, what we see here is this kind of there is some level of resistance being formed. Now this is rough, you know, rough. If I was to put it where it kind of hits everything, would be like kind of like right there. Now this is very rough, like I said. And then also what we see here is this being formed as well, right? So right now is when price is like ready. And what I mean by that is the fact that price is going to, and this is what I was actually doing on Bitcoin. So there's this thing right here where it's called fib time zone. Is it this one? Yeah, fib time zone. So I'm going to show you how to use this. So if I was to go to the beginning of where that channel is forming, so not channel, but this ascending triangle, right, to right here, what you'll see is the fact that at 75%, price will tend to go in whichever direction that it's supposed to go, right? So how did I set this up? If I was to double click this, go to style, right? There's going to be a whole bunch of numbers that pop up. Just take all of them off and then just have it where it's 0, 0.75, and then 1. And then it'll set it up just like this. All right. So you'll see that anywhere. And if anything, I'm going to add a third one. you'll see that 0.75, and I'm going to do this one as 67. Anywhere where 2/3 to 75%, price will start to go in the direction that it really wants to go. So literally in the next couple hours, you're going to see that this is going to go somewhere. And whichever way it goes, I would just follow that. All right. So as far as GJ, my take profit on that, and this has been for a while now. It's actually pretty freaking far, which is beautiful. So oh, and as you can see, all right, okay, this actually did exactly what I was just talking about. Let me, if I was to drag this over here, all right, and put this here, you'll see that price kind of does it, right? Sort of. So you'll just see that price kind of shoots out to this upside right here. Right? And I wouldn't be surprised it's going to do it again. So my take profit on this is the negative 27%, but essentially getting to this negative 61.8, and it's been like that for a long time. Especially when price started to push down, it started to push up, which is okay, but I see it continuing its way down because this level right here is very, very strong. Now it could go to this trend line. It very well could go to this trend line, but I don't really see it doing that. But I would definitely just look at price action before doing anything specific. So me, I don't know. I'm a risk taker, so it's on you. Right now, it's on that level right here, which I think is like the perfect, area. But it's on you. I'll just do a low lot size and then pick your stop loss and take profit. All right. So GJ. And it's literally at the top of that area, which is freaking beautiful. And the highest wick is up here. I don't know. That's a 50 pip stop loss. So I don't know. Whatever you wanted to do. As far as like the highest high that it hit. Boom, boom. Maintain this level. Let's look at the H4, H2. Yeah, maintained. This just looks, pretty good to me. Pretty freaking good to me. And 140.7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 140.7, actually 0.8. All right, and that's a long, long, long one, but it may get there quickly. So now this is where the drum rolls at. Literally, I'm actually gonna break this down even more on a separate video. I'll probably do it for tomorrow, but I'm just gonna go over UJ a little bit in depth now, but I'll do more later on tomorrow. So what we see here is the fact that price, there's a trend line opportunity, point A, point B, point C, point D, and into the future, right? So we expected price to start switching up over here, but it decided to keep on going up. Once it got to 61.8, it just kept going up, and then it got to 100%. It's like, all right, cool. Are you going to stop? So anytime that price gets to 100% retrace, that's exactly when is like the least riskiest, quote unquote, time to get in, because the thing is your stop loss is just so small. So when you do 2% risk management, you can still do a higher lot size because it's because your stop loss is very, very small. So point A, point B, point C, we see price gets to about 100%, and your stop loss would be somewhere above this last wick, right? Just slightly above that last wick. So my stop loss was only at 20 pips, right? So what we see here is the fact that price goes very bullish, and then we see a doji pop up, right? So once we scroll in and we see on the 2-hour, price kind of starts to stall once it gets to this around this trend line. So I just entered, right? Especially when I saw the fact that these candles really start to slow up around this trend line. So I just entered based upon just knowing the market and how it moves and stuff like that, right? So I'm just going to show you how you could be able to enter, right? What you want to do is you want to go to the lower time frames, and this is actually what I talk about in my course. So you want to go to the lower time frames, and you want to see how, like, are these candles right here, the bearish candles, engulfing bullish candles? Are they doing that? Once I saw this one really drop, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm in a good trade. Mind you, I entered like all the way at the top, like all the way at the top. I just entered at a pretty high lot size because my stop loss was just very tight. And then once I saw that, I'm like, all right, I'm in a good trade. Especially when I saw the fact that the SMA and the EMA crossed, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is very good. My SMA, EMA, I know for sure, are different from anybody's, period. And if anything, you can copy it if you want. So the blue line right here is going to be like a level of support turned into resistance, and that red line is just a confirmation that it's following that. So the EMA is at 20, and the SMA, which is smooth, is at 18. Okay, and then what we see here is the fact that it kind of follows that. Now what happened was price pushed down, and then what we see here from point A to point B right here, we see that price gets to 61.8, which could have been another entry that you could have gotten into, right? 61.8, and then continue its way down, right? And then from there, what we see is the fact that price pushed down and then pushed up again, got around that 61.8. That could have been another entry, and then continue its way down. When I saw the fact that a low formed lower than this low on this 15-minute, I'm like, okay, I'm in a really good trade. And especially when the fact that I saw this candle really push down, this was actually based upon news right here, I'm like, okay, I'm in a really good trade. Once I saw that the candles really started to slow up a little bit, I actually exited my order, right? Because I knew that price was going to retrace, and it could retrace really strong, and I was correct. So I entered in again over here, started pushing down, consolidated a little bit, and then from there I exited again, and then I literally just entered in again up here, and this is going to be the continuation of that downtrend move. So why did it need to make that really big push up? Well, it needed to make a lower high. So from point A to point B, so point A, point B, price got to 61.8 again, right? Which is freaking beautiful. And this is going to be the continuation down. So what I'm about to show you right now, I promise you, is crucial, right? So what's happening literally right now is exactly what you want to be looking for. So based upon, let's say that you're looking at a trade, you see that price break structure and it's heading towards a specific area, or it's going in the direction that you believe that it's supposed to go into. What you want to do is you want to go down to the 15-minute time frame specifically, and you want to find a bearish candle, let's say for a downtrend, right? Or the continuation of the downtrend. First of all, what we see here is the fact that price finds some level of resistance right here. Price finds some level of resistance right here, right? And it holds. That by itself, and you see how it really it's stopping. That by itself, you can be able to enter in off of confidence, but off of confirmation, mostly, wait for a bearish candle to eat, or what we call engulf, a bullish candle, right? On the 15-minute. If you want to be safer, go to a higher time frame, okay? What about the 30-minute? Wait for a bearish candle to engulf a bullish candle, right? On the 30-minute. We also see the fact that still the blue line, the EMA, right, is still below the SMA. So this tells me, okay, it's still considered as a downtrend, and I still feel comfortable enough to continue this push down. So, and if you want to be even more confident, wait for a bearish candle to engulf a bullish candle. Now, that's a large candle, and I wouldn't really wait that much. But let's go down to the 15-minute and let's see if see how this is forming. You see how this is starting to really push down? If this closes past this one, that's a good entry right there. And you can get as good as waiting for a 5-minute candle to engulf a bullish candle, but that takes real, like real expertise, right? And then another way that you can be able to do it, and I saw that one of my trades just entered in right now, is by doing this. You could be able to split up your trade. So let's just say for every $1,000 you have in your account, I hope you guys are paying attention because I promise you, for real, I'm giving you some freaking nuggets, like that I paid money for. Okay, so from point A to point B, you see price start to stall. What you could be able to do is you could be able to actually, for every $1,000 you have in your account, what you do is you go to, you'll do a point two, right? Well, as opposed to getting into the whole point two at a specific area, right? Getting in on emotion, the best way, or not the best way, but a different way that you can be able to do this is by splitting up your risk, right? So what that means is, so point two, all right, point two divided by 3. So you can be able to get into a point 0.06, right? A 0.07, whatever it is, and get in at 38.2. You'll set up like a sell limit, right? So you see how it has to push up to create a lower high, right? So put 0.6 here, 0.6 here, 0.7 here at the top one. Because let's just say, it's actually a bad trade and it continues to go up, continues to go up. Not a bad trade, but it goes all the way up to 100%. Now, as opposed to having your point two all the way down here and you're getting in so much drawdown where you're getting scared, what you could be able to do, split up your risk, right? And now you're only on drawdown the most here, right? Not as much here, and definitely not as much here, if that makes sense. And your highest lot size is always at the highest point based upon a sell, and then vice versa, right? So when it comes to UJ, we're looking for this to continue its way to the downside, being the fact that we do see price found some level of resistance right here, right? It's been a downtrend for a long time, right? It's been a downtrend. Point A, point B, point C, point D, right? It's been a downtrend for a little bit. Also, we see the fact that price finds a very nice bearish candle that passes this last low over here. So it created a lower low, and we just expect that price will create another lower low as well. Now, if it does, beautiful. If it doesn't, we'll just follow and make sure that our stop loss is on point. Yes, Kent, you're correct. Right. So what we see here is the fact that from point A to point B, price gets a little past 88.6, right? And I see this as a safe continuation of the downtrend move. And I do see, as far as my first take profit would be at 110 flat, and my second take profit would be at this negative 61.8 area right here. And this is really exciting because like this kept on hitting my stop loss, and this is why you use 2% risk management, because the thing is, let's say you're getting loss after loss after loss, but then what happens is you get into one huge trade, a tenth of that large, no, not a tenth, but like 25% of that large trade is going to engulf all those losses, and now you just kept that 75%. So you always want to make sure that you stay in the game. So this entire move from first entry to take profit number 1, 150 pips, take profit number 2, 200 pips. So this is going to be a really confident trade that I feel excited about. And it'd be pretty cool if price actually gets all the way to our trend line over here. If it does, amazing. If it doesn't, whatever. But I think that'd be pretty cool, or at least to the trend line. All right, let's go to UCAD, which I'm pretty mad about. I'm not even gonna front. The reason why I'm mad about it is the fact that I literally got out of this, and I only got like a 5 pip take profit because it was just taking too long, honestly. And I was getting frustrated because I'm like, okay, come on, bro, this is just a retrace. Like, it takes this long to retrace, because I'm looking at all these other ones and it's, it's not that, not that long to retrace. So I'm thinking, okay, this is going to continue. Sheesh. Especially the fact that it started pushing up. I'm like, what the heck? Because it hit my stop loss, and I'm like, oh, right. Started pushing down. I got in again, and then it got into positive. I'm like, all right, I'm out. But that's where the psychological part is very, 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 very key. Stick with your guns. Stick with what you believe. Stick with your analysis, because I promise you, like, most times you're right. Okay. So the thing is, I expected it to get to 38.2, and that thing went all the way down here. Mind you, this is actually a very, very large retrace. Based upon when I got in to down here, that's about 200 pips that I did not get in a very short amount of time, which I'm actually pretty disgusted about. But I'll get the push up if that's what it wants to do. But we'll have to see over time what this is going to do. I wouldn't be surprised. Price will continue to the trend line right here. Price is negative, not negative, but to this 27 negative. What am I talking about? This 78.6 level, right? And then continue its way up and hit the take profit that I had from weeks ago. Hit take profit number 2 and then take profit number 3, and probably even continue all the way to the top portion of this trend line right there. All right, so that concludes my what do you call it? My session number 3, right, where I go over a recap of Sundays this week in the market. When I was thinking, I think it was number 5, and we're in profit. Hopefully you follow what I was talking about on Sunday, because literally I'm pretty sure that all of the trades that I mentioned from Sunday are all happening or about to happen or already happened, especially with UCAD. So yeah, EU, it's almost there. AU, it's like right there, and GJ, it's like right there as well. My heart actually kind of felt a certain way, so it probably means that I should look back at GJ right now, because that's gonna be a very big push down. And then UJ, it's doing its thing right now. So hopefully you entered in on that one. But again, guys, like I say every episode, I greatly appreciate you guys, because if it wasn't for you getting on to here, this channel wouldn't survive. So if anything, we are actually one person close. If I'm not mistaken, let's see if we actually hit it. I want to see. Let's see. Un momento. I want to see. Yeah, so we're still one person close to 500 subscribers on our Telegram group. And I think that's pretty cool, because the way that I had it set up in the beginning, I doubt it's like this now, is the only people that are allowed to be in my Telegram group, that's how I had it before, but now it's a little different. The only people that are allowed to be in my Telegram group are people that have at least gone through session 1 and session 2 are allowed to be in the Telegram group. So even if it got to, those 500 at least got through session number 1, I think it's so cool that I literally started sharing my wisdom or thoughts for the past 2.5 to 3 months that I've been doing this. And the fact that I've been able to impact 500 people at the least, and mind you, it's way more because I've been traveling, not everybody is in here. But the fact that documented I've been able to help out 500 people, I think is immaculate. And that's what really drives me to continue, because I really love this. I'm not even gonna front. I love to really impact people in a big way. And the reason why I call it a big way is because Forex, once you learn this, you're done. Like, video game is done. Like, you got the cheat code, and now you can be able to teach somebody else. So, like when I die at some point in time, I think it's going to be cool that I could be able to know definitively I taught something to somebody that I know for sure that if that person got it, they're teaching their children this and their children, and it's generational wealth that I'm spreading literally just through YouTube, just because, and I think it's really, really cool. So that's why like I appreciate you guys coming on, inviting other people, and sharing this information with other people, because it just gives me energy to continue living. So I really appreciate your time, and go ahead and like this video, comment at any point in time. I really need your testimonies. I'm not even gonna front. I want to hear your feedback. I want to see what this has been doing for you, whether you've been gaining profit or just gaining more confidence. Let me know. Send a video on the Telegram, send it to me personally, whatever it is. I want to know, and not just me, but other people want to know as well. They want to see what you've been able to actually achieve, because I promise you, there's a lot of people that they're not confident in themselves. It has nothing to do with Forex. It's stuff that happened when they were 2 years old, when their mom or dad did something to them and it affected them. They need to see that other people are winning at this so they can be able to have a chance to grow at something. They're just looking to win at something. And I know for sure that if they do their best to learn this, it'll really, really change the game for not just themselves financially, but emotionally as well. So the testimonies are a big deal. So please send them over. And yeah, so like, comment, share. Go watch another chart breakdown right now. Watch one when you wake up, when you're going to work, when you're at lunch, when you're coming home, when you're eating dinner before you go to sleep. Pick one or two per day, 3 or 4, 5 per day, and I know it's gonna be able to help you out. All right, guys. So really appreciate your time, and I'll see you on the next chart breakdown. Let's get it.